Hey, it's your girl Majesty Lyn, and it's nice to have you.
How did your week go?
Bro, like, I resigned, from my job, 9 to 5. So I had my send forths. That was very,
Oh, they did a send off for you.
crazy.
What, was it like a party type?
It was virtual. It just had like people
No
just,
way.
like,
You had a virtual send off party.
because they had like people just saying, stuff about like how working with you is. And it's crazy because you never really know that people feel that way about you until when it's time to leave. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, hi guys, this is Des. Nice to have you. Debs Wayne as usual. And we have, do you feel like some bliss in our presence? Do you feel a certain way? Like
I feel more good looking because of the person next to me.
Fresh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, there's this energy, there's this vibe. There's this vibe.
There is this vibe.
It's sizzling.
I'm kind of testy, can't even lie. I don't know if it's connected. I swear, but talking about the vibe, looking forward to drinking some water. Shino is not here yet.
When you know what you need him.
I feel like we're introducing our guest.
Oh, yes, sorry.
We got distracted.
Sorry, I think it's just talk about themselves and not me.
So sorry.
We have Majesty Lyn on.
Majesty Lyn! A superstar.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Like a song with Why the perfect for you, bro. Man, when I heard it, I was like, now we need to have a conversation with Majesty Lyn to see what's going on there. So what have you been up to? Like, how's your...
Currently, I'm working on a project with Freemy, and it's supposed to drop on the 23rd of this month.
23rd September.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Though.
Yeah.
That's good. But like, what's the creative process? Like, what kind of message are you trying to push out there with this album?
I was initially trying to sell versatility.
Yeah.
Just basically put out a project with random genres and 5 tracks. I don't think the label approves of that. So I'm just going to be I have 3 Afro songs on the project and a reggae song and then an R&B song. I'm still versatile.
I know rap. We miss.
I mean, where's the rap?
Because she spits bars. Like,
bro, where's the rap?
I haven't rapped in a while. I think I'm more focused on just, winning the Nigerian audience for now.
I mean, speaking of rap, do you feel like, female rappers kind of like, just waned off over time? Like, in Nigeria, we used to have there's a time we had a lot of female MCs, we had Sasha P, we had, I think Eve. Is it Eve or Eva?
Eva,
yeah. And I think Mocheda was there as well.
True.
Was Sitama a rapper?
Yeah, she had that patois thing.
Yeah, but now, you can't even mention anyone else.
Like, was there
a shift?
Yes, there was. I think there was a shift in hip-hop generally. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't just for the females. It was like, Nigerians, they like songs and vibe to, songs and dance to. And personally, I started listening to less hip-hop songs and more Afrobeat songs. So I understand where they are coming from when people don't listen to as much rap songs as you would expect them to in Nigeria, because this country is hard as fuck. So everybody just wants an escape. Everybody just wants to listen to something that would make them feel happy.
Rap can be an escape. These guys always make this joke about how you can't listen. Do you know Playboy Carti?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, you can't listen to Playboy Carti if you're drinking Gary.
Yeah, if you're hungry.
There's a joke that I think
you're not eating, listen to.
Well, I don't know. I feel like you can listen to hip hop and also get that freedom.
The thing is, for me with hip hop, maybe because of how I started as a battle rapper. So, battle rap is it's not like regular rap. It's not like a J. Cole, that's motivating you with his rap.
You against
your it's real. It's a battle.
It's competitive.
You have to think of all these, they're negative things, you have to think of a lot of negativity to be able to make your opponent feel like, I'm here to kill you.
Bringing him down.
But that can be inspiring in my opinion. I feel like
if I'm listening to tell someone you're going to gut him with a knife,
hard.
I mean, that does not represent the views of Nice to Have You. We're not about to gut anybody up.
Exactly.
I feel you.
Yeah. So personally, I just.
So coming from that background, because we heard, we did our research, of course. That you grew up in PH.
Yeah.
We all know that PH is very.
Rough. Well, not as much.
Rough. Okay. For all our PH fans,
you might get gutted in PH.
PH is not rough. Okay. I am representing PH now.
Oh, it's not rough.
It used to be. I mean, when I was younger, or when I was in the university, PH was crazy. It was crazy. Like going out every day and coming back home was like a miracle.
And you used to battle rap people and you were not afraid for your life. Like somebody could.
I mean, just like,
maybe because the rappers that I used to battle, they didn't seem like the guys that would really harm you, you know.
No.
The guys that would harm you don't have time for things
For
like
battle.
that.
For battle rap.
They're about the real battle. They're about the real battle of violence. So
do you think, like, you know, growing up in PH, you kind of like shape like your music, you know,
totally.
You know, your whole rap battle phase?
Yeah, totally. Because when I was growing up, I had a lot of anger. I don't know why. I think it's just generally the kind of things I had to witness when I was younger. I think I was traumatized to a very large extent. Just the kind of thing we're used to in PH, or the things we had to get accustomed to in PH were like different from what a lot of people experienced in other parts of the world. So it just kind of made me.
Could you give us some examples?
Yeah, like do you like lose a friend to like a gunfight, all of that?
But you robbed.
Yeah.
You were robbed.
I have lost a friend. I have been robbed. I have witnessed robbery. I have witnessed violence. But yeah.
But that's
especially in school.
That's rough though. But like that kind of shaping you as an adult, you know.
Yeah.
And like, how did you even cope? Like, how did you cope with that trauma? Like, you know, how did you get through it?
Wow. Did I really even cope? I think I just had to. First, I had to move from PH. I had to move to Lagos because I felt like I would have a more stable headspace to be able to work on my music if I wasn't having to think about, you know, leaving and surviving and like safety. It's not like Lagos is rough too. I mean, especially right now with all the robberies and all the, you know, things that are happening in Lagos. Yeah.
Sure.
So it was just sort of like how it was in PH, except it was more rampant in PH. Every other day people were getting robbed or killed, and then the courtism rate was like very high. So I just knew that I needed to come to Lagos, somewhere that was a little bit more stable, or at least posed to be more stable. Then I moved to Lagos and I started to work on my mental health, pay more attention basically to myself, and like, which is also one of the reasons why I had to deviate a little bit from hip hop and like, you know, generally rap. I like rap. I really like rap because it was really my way of expressing myself. But it made me have a lot of anger inside of me. And you know, to do Afrobeats, you have to actually be in a happy mood. You have to be in a good state of mind, or else you can't do it. So I had to just program my mind to be a lot happier. And that just made me happier in general.
Yeah. But you know something interesting that I've noticed about like rap and Afropop is that like all of these like popular artists right now, talking from like the Rema, Fireboy generation, all of them are once rappers.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't know if it's random or if it's like a thing where it's just how you develop yourself to be a music writer is from rapping.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing is, before I even became a rapper, I used to think Afrobeats was wack.
Right? When you say Afrobeats, can you be specific
like
about the people that are making?
No,
listen, like,
we need
it's fine. We need to. What are you going to
examples?
This is a trap. This is
not a trap. Just give an example.
Say is it P Square? I feel like it's P Square.
No,
not P Square.
Jesus
Christ. P Square had the whole face where they had everybody on lock. So.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
P Square, they are legends. Don't be
P Square, no,
they weren't
legends.
exactly doing a lot of Afrobeats. They were more like I think they were trying to imitate Usher and like Michael Jackson.
They would just go to a foreign song.
Well, like just generally Afrobeats.
Give us.
There was this time that they had this very cliche moment for Afrobeats that all the songs were almost sounding alike and like they were very simple, and you know, people were just saying, I don't want to say they were saying stupid stuff, but yeah, they were saying stupid stuff that didn't really make a lot of sense.
You mean
but
like
it was very
Davido,
simplified.
Techno? You can say their names.
I'm not
like,
saying
I don't,
names because I can't really think of. I can't.
If it's techno, just give us a melody, like one of them.
No, I
Is it the
refuse
punk
to be
one time?
put on the spot like that.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
refuse to be put on the spot like that. I'm just saying that generally, I initially thought that Afrobeats was back. And I think it's because there's just this huge gap between Afrobeat and hip hop. And hip hop is like, you know, it has to do with a lot of intellectual practice.
Yeah.
Or intellect, basically.
Okay.
It has to do with a lot of rhyming.
Deep
and
philosophical
double
writing.
entendres and you know, metaphors and all of those things. And Afrobeats is really just baby, I love you, man.
Yeah, like it's so. Would you say
that was rock you in a
would you
club,
say it's like
man.
it's easier to
Travel
do,
to Soweto or some shit.
do Afrobeats?
Wow.
What?
She just broke down the whole song.
Yeah.
That's so random.
That's so random. So like, speak of your transitioning from hip hop. I know you already like touching it a bit,
Yeah.
but like the creative process of
Okay, my
transitioning
transition.
from
Oh,
hip
yeah.
hop.
Okay.
Like,
So I didn't just move.
like use some of those your rap lines. you
Yeah,
know?
I always write rap every day, every single day. But the difference in me then and me now is I sing my rap now. I don't rap my rap. Like, I recently dropped something on my social media titled "On a Leash." It was a rap, like it was a rap verse, but
16 bars, quick like freestyle.
No,
so
that's
I should do
she's going to still give
the
us
thing I
some
dropped
quick,
on social media.
some quick bars.
You can even
so-
freestyle. You can like
I
name
definitely.
drop people
You
here.
guys know that freestyle.
You like name
We said
dropping?
yes.
What's your problem? I didn't just switch from hip hop straight all the
Yeah.
way down to Afrobeat. I don't say down, maybe up to Afrobeat. So they don't think I'm downgrading because I'm an Afrobeat artist now, and like I really like it. It's only when you try to do Afrobeat songs that you realize that it is hard to make a simple track. Like it's very hard to come up with something that is simple, that people would vibe to, people would, repeat and sing back to you. Hard as fuck.
Challenging.
So there was a process for me. I switched from hip hop to R&B, also trap-ish.
Okay,
So I didn't just
R&B,
move from there down. So yeah, it was like there was a process. It was from hip hop to trap to soul trap.
What would you say is the
Soul
elements
trap?
that makes
Like soul trap, like
sounds
Bryson
cool,
Tiller,
yeah.
Summer
But yeah,
Walker.
trap soul.
Yeah, trap soul trap.
soul
Yeah,
trap.
basically.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I feel like Afropop is really just like pop music, which is like hip hop, R&B, all of the songs,
Yeah.
but like in a way that is Nigerian. So what would you say is like the elements that makes like your R&B soul trap songs different from the Afrobeats songs you're making now? Like how did you figure out that?
I mean, they're just generally different genres. Like I don't think you can ever really compare the two.
Yeah.
Like it's like comparing an apple and an orange and asking, okay, what's the difference? They are two different.
It's not similar.
Yeah, there's no similarity at all. But like, it doesn't mean that you can't work on an Afrobeat song using the same process as
because
an
Chris
R&B
Brown is
song.
basically singing.
Exactly. So
Afro,
the difference between that
like
is that the beat is just different. He's not really going out of. You can tell that when Chris Brown is jumping on an Afrobeat song, it's still Chris Brown. It doesn't really take away that Chris Brown value.
It still has that whole identity.
Exactly. It's just on a different beat.
Yeah,
That's sort of
definitely.
like what I did. Yeah, just changed my beats.
Fair.
It's
Yeah.
crazy though. It's
That's
crazy.
so cool.